What up, YouTube? Today is Monday, April 27, and today we're doing upper body. I'm going to do chest, back, tris, bis. First exercise is going to be a cable fly, and lately I've been doing this seated. So this is going to be a little warm-up set just to make sure that the chair's in the right place and everything. But I've been really liking this because of the stretch that I've been getting on the chest. And I've actually been seeing really good results from just this compared to a traditional bench or incline bench. Like, my chest is really liking these. All right, so we did just to make sure the seat was right. We're gonna jump right into the set. Not much of a warm up. The reason I don't do really big long warm ups is because I want to save all my energy for the working set. And when I'm fresh is when I'm best on performance. As the workout goes down, less energy. So I don't want to waste any energy on doing a bunch of warm ups because that'll affect how much weight I can do. All right, so last week I know I did 100 pounds. Let me see how many reps we did because we want to beat that. Also, if you do not have a logbook, this is the game changer. It holds you accountable and makes sure you focus on progressive overload. All right, so 7 reps at 100. We got to beat that. We got to beat 7. Let's see if we can do it. All right, let's see if we can do it. All right. Okay, here we go. Ah, 11. Nice. Smashed it. All right. So, really big on one set unless your rep range is low. If the rep range is low, do a rest pause. Basically, take however long you need to fully recover. Do the exact same weight to failure. So instead of, like, let's say it's really low, like 3 reps, rest pause, you might get 1 or 2. So instead of it being 3, you've now gotten 5. It's a little bit more volume with the same weight. In superset fashion, we're jumping immediately into this. Last week, I tried it and did 200, did way too many reps. Then I jumped to 220. I did 5 reps, 220, but that was after the other set. So we're gonna try to beat 5 today. My chest is still pumped from those flies. So let's see how we do. Oh, 10. Let's go. That was really good. Really good. Excited about that. All right. Time for back. All right, so what I'm gonna do on this is a close grip and then a wide grip. Last week I just did a close grip on a different machine, but the week before that I did 14 reps, 200, then 9 reps wide, 200. We're gonna jump up to 220. I'm feeling really good today, so we're gonna see what we can pull out. Yep, close grip then wide. All right, so 12, 220. Feeling strong today. Whew. Heart rate's up really high though. So we put close, 12, 220. To ensure I have a really good set on the wide grip and I'm not hitting failure because I'm just out of breath, I'm actually gonna rest on this. So I'll probably take a minute or two, get some water, and then I'll hit the wide grip. So one trick I got to lower my heart rate is breathe in through the nose and make sure the exhale is really long. As I'm exhaling, I can feel my heart rate dropping. All right. Let's see how we do with this weight. Oh yeah, it's good. All right, next exercise is going to be triceps with the rope. So this is a situation where a training partner would be super beneficial because you could have them bring the weight down and you do negatives, which are very beneficial, and you have more in the negatives than the positives. Whew. All right, we'll do one more set, a little bit less weight. Really focus on the squeeze and the negatives. Okay. Oh yeah. Nice. The next exercise, preacher curl, 60 pounds. Last week I did 6 reps. We do that. Today we set a PR on all exercises. Let's see if we can do it. So my left bicep's a little bit stronger. So I've been starting with the right arm and then just matching it with the left. All right. Let's see how we do. Excited. See how it feels. Come on. Nine. Ooh, my arms are like balloons right now. Ooh, I'm seeing stars. Ooh. All right. Try to get my heart rate down a little. Okay. Here we go. All right. Workout complete. Feeling really good today. So I pretty much went a month of just being in more maintenance, no more extreme cutting. But I think I'm ready to go back and continue to be in a calorie deficit, especially on my rest days. So I hit like 10.8%, stopped cutting, and then I got back up to 12 to 13, and it would fluctuate, but pretty much went a month, 11%. So I was kind of proved to myself that I could maintain it. That's without tracking calories or anything. But now we're going to see if we can get into single digits, especially since summer's about to be here. I'm feeling really good. The great thing is, even though I've been in cutting stage, I'm still getting stronger, which is a good sign, which means I'm not losing muscle. An important role on that is just making sure I eat enough before the workout. I'm only working out twice a week, so I make sure to load up on carbs so I have the energy to lift heavy. And just by doing that, I've been able to keep my muscle and get stronger while lowering body fat. Y'all don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how your workout plans are going. Are you cutting, bulking? Let me know. Right now, I was cutting at the beginning of the year from January to March, took a break, and now we're going to do another cut. But take all the lessons I learned from the previous cut, which is I don't have to do a big extreme cut. I just need to be in a slight deficit. And then over time, I'll get the results and you won't be miserable. You'll feel good as you do it. Hope y'all have a great week and we'll see you in the next one.